afternoon, everyone. Hope all of you are having a fantastic day. Welcome to the today's session, and here I am. I just thought of going through a couple of points in terms of knowledge, wisdom, and your wealth. All these three aspects are very important for us to improve as a individual uh, unit or individual personality because each and everything can compensate each other aspects of your life. So education and knowledge is the most important thing in order for you to create wealth creation. Now, if someone can say that it's wealth is most important thing, yes, it depends on each and every area where you are living at. For a kid who is studying, uh, started his education as a first standard, second and second standard or third standard, he might not be understand or he might not be able to need to know what is a wealth creation because that's not his priority. And moreover, if you explain that, probably he's not in a position to understand. But his focus should be or to create his education, enhance his knowledge step by step, and it takes time till the time a boy or girl who finishes the studies. So that's where your education comes in. And once you're a graduate or in a certain arena where you are in, it doesn't mean you stop there, but then you still enhance your knowledge. You keep moving forward to increase your awareness around you. So the knowledge is very important. But the world around us look at it a different way. Education is the most important thing uh, um, for you to grow. At the same time, the certifications which comes around along with us all is most important as well because there are certain positions, certain interviews you attend. There's a mandatory. Some people say that you must be a graduate, you must be so on and so forth. It's not that they're looking at the graduation things, that certificates which you need to provide, but at the same time how mature you are in the process and what did you learn and how they can their company can benefit through you. So knowledge enhancing is most important thing in our daily lives. Once you finish your education, whichever is graduate, postgraduate, still you need to continue to educate yourself for you to grow. So that's it is because if you don't expand your knowledge, the competition around you is growing. You know, the pace is unbelievably growing. So if we think at any point of time that we know everything, yes, practicals are required for you to experience what the reality and groundwork is all about in the industries. But however, increasing your awareness in each and every day is the makes you more, competent and then say strong in whichever the arena you are in. Now, the creation of the wealth and how you multiply that for the future is another important thing. Now, you can be educated, you can have a lot of wisdom, but if you don't have money around you, or if you don't create enough for your requirements, your family requirements, or you know which are the commitments you may be going through, uh, then it's a different life. You need to have uh, wealth. You can have your education and wisdom, but then if you don't have wealth, any person who is walking on the street can give you big lectures saying that that you need to do this, you need to do that, and so that wealth has its importance. And when you look at your life, you look at your circumstances, and please see, as soon as you um, started generating a income for yourself, there has to be a financial education and what you need to do and how we need to do. That's very important. So instead of others to come and tell you, it's good to observe around us how the wealth is created, what is the steps that how the value is being uh, decreased or increased over years. The currency is all most important things that you need to understand for you to understand how the wealth creation multiplies and what are the ways that you can do. Always keep in mind that whatever you are doing to create wealth today, if you cannot do that specific job or specific work, how would you be able to sustain for the future? And how would you take care of yourself, looking after all the commitments you might be having as we speak today, and then whatever the commitments you might come along the way in the years ahead. So that's very important. And there comes the wisdom. Wisdom is something that that you need to look around the people, and whatever the experiences, the personal experiences, whatever the things that you had learned along the way, because you can only experience yourself and no one else can. There is some things that you will be reached to a point that you can comfortably take the decisions. You're comfortably able to see the things in a different perspective than the same things what you used to do like 10 years ago or 20 years ago. That's what how And then it's not only about you and yourself, and it is looking about the community around you, wherever the place you are living in, and how are you impacting them, or how you can contribute, and then what is the suggestions you can give with the experiences you had in the past is most important things. So we don't have to be a greatest teacher in the world, but and I'm sure there, if you look around you, there are people who is in need of help, who is in need of assistance. And the social platforms are most important that you can use your skills for others to benefit. And as much as you can do while you are here is most important thing. So keeping all these three important facts, that you develop as a person, develop as a personality and individual, your leadership abilities will grow further and further, and all the things can happen only when you try out the new things. And if it didn't work out the way you think it's working, um, and I'm sure you'll figure it out a way to a differently. So sometimes that's where you find the success. But then if you are in a comfortable zone and you don't want to try anything new, either it is in education, either in terms of wealth, in terms of your, enhancing your entire personality to the next level, then it's no worth. So keep focusing on those three areas. Enhance your knowledge daily basis, irrespective of wherever the education you stopped. It didn't mean that you can stop education. There's so much you can learn. The entire life you spend learning, still you didn't scratch um, the surface of it. So that is something that you have to be open for yourself to learn new things, look at opportunities. What is that something that you need to develop, and you must develop for you to see yourself succeeding. And as I said, the society around us is growing so much of fast. If you finished your graduation 20 years ago, 10 years ago, I mean, is it really helping you? I mean, probably if you ask yourself, what did you learn 10 years ago in my graduation, and what did I learned when I did my post graduation? Perhaps I don't remember anything. All the things what I can remember is now how my journey went from after completed my graduation, from the experiences I had with the different companies and the people I work with. Those interactions are most important things. So um, it's very important for you to learn every day, as that you start your day with as if you don't know anything, but you learn something new before you go to the bed. So the most important thing, wealth creation, you need to figure out the ways of how you can create by knowing and understanding the principles, basic principles, where that can come only through the education. Again, so enhance yourself in a financial education and all, and wisdom, as I said, mentioned that things what you can share the information. You reach to a comfortable position, or over the years, you will be able to take the decisions as simply as possible, without harming others around you and for your selfish motives. So, and looking around the community and developing you developing as a person is the most important things. So with that note, I would like to leave you today, and I wish you have a wonderful day, and thank you very much.